Dispatch is one of the best TV shows I've played this year. It's a Telltale-style game, but the quality of the story, animation, and voice acting really elevates it above what you might expect from this type of thing. It's less of a game and much more of an interactive cinematic experience. I spent around 60 hours playing Red Dead 2, and when that game ended, it left me with this weird, empty feeling where you miss the characters like missing old friends. I miss fishing with Hosea, I miss walking around camp and talking to everyone. I wasn't in a rush to finish it at all, but the ending came all the same. Dispatch gave me the exact same feeling in about 8 hours. You play as Robert Robertson, an oversized Iron Man who's down on his luck, and whose other superpower is being able to talk to women. He's a cool, calm, collected protagonist who always seems to have the right thing to say.
Well, you're really going to act like you don't remember me.
You are Dr. Don't Do Shit. Your deal is you walk up to people, look threatening, talk a big game, then don't do shit about it. Also, you're not a real doctor, because you're a fucking idiot.
I never would have thought Aaron Paul, which is Jesse Pinkman for you retired meth heads out there,
Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science.
would voice a character like this, let alone do such a phenomenal job, but he absolutely pulls it off here. At least for me. He completely dissolves into the role of Robert, and I don't really hear Jesse at all when I'm playing, which was a bit of a concern for me when I first started, but I was invested in Robert the whole time. Aaron Paul really sells this broken but still good guy superhero perfectly. And once that clicked, the rest of the game kind of fell into place for me too. I met all these cool characters and developed my in-game love interest, and just enjoyed being Robert. Then in the blink of an eye, the game is over, and I just wanted more time with these people. Yeah, I could replay it, but it would feel weird changing the choices I already made. I got the ending I wanted for the characters I had, and I don't really have a desire to relive it, or worse, see what could have happened if I made different choices. Because I've seen a little bit of what could have been different, and I stand by my choices. Also, all you normies out there that picked Blonde Blazer really missed out. I really think the superhero backdrop is what makes this game stand out. There's superhero stuff everywhere in all kinds of flavors. We've seen ragtag teams of unlikely heroes and villains come together before. We've seen grounded superhero dialogue, and as a superhero-loving culture, we've kind of seen it all. But Dispatch still feels fresh, even if it doesn't rewrite the playbook. It feels like a world where these people can exist and these things can happen naturally. I also like that half the missions that characters get sent on aren't about stopping crime or saving the city. They're just mundane chores or things regular people need help with. It feels realistic and like how a world would actually capitalize on a super capable human market. I saw someone complaining that the world building was lackluster, and they wanted more lore about how superheroes came to exist and how everything was started. And I get that, but personally, I just would have liked more of the world itself and more superhero or villain locations, instead of mostly just being at SDN in the few bars we go to. But on the lore side, I'm totally fine not knowing the intricate details of how every superhero came to be. We're thrown into this world, and we are Robert. Robert already knows how this world works, he doesn't need any of it explained to him, and the people playing this game have probably watched enough superhero content to immediately pick up on the vibe of this place. Alright, I do want to talk about the story more, so if you haven't played Dispatch and you want to, this is your warning. Spoilers from this point on. The storytelling here is great. A lot of stories have a strong beginning, an okay middle, and then a complete coin flip ending. Dispatch has a solid start, a solid finish, but the middle is the real bread and butter. That's where I really sank my teeth into and got the most enjoyment. Because the best part of this story is the day-to-day drama of working in the office. I love the romance, I love the workplace drama, you're cutting people, kissing people, cheering them up, and occasionally clobbering them in the face sometimes. There's enough connective tissue between the characters to keep everything interesting, and the romance drama is definitely the highlight. It has the biggest emotional impact on the story, but I do think having a few more different romance options would have been cool, but I probably would have picked Invisigal no matter what, so it doesn't really matter to me. I saw a streamer saying this is the man's Twilight.
Ready for it? Ready? This game is Twilight for dudes! It's Twilight for guys, man!
Because you're just an attractive guy with two girls swooning over you, and yeah, I totally see it. It's especially funny because you basically get to pick your Jacob or your Edward, and neither one of them is an insufferable douchebag. Read that however you want, Twilight fans. Robert feels like a genuinely good dude with a lot of trauma and baggage. He's mature, he's messed up, but he's still trying to do the right thing and be a leader. My only real issue with the story is that I think the climax should have involved a much clearer choice for Robert. It felt like the entire story was building toward him having to decide whether he should keep being Mecha Man or stay with his team.
I mean, it feels like for the first time in a long time, I can see a life without Mecha Man. I don't want to die in that suit. And I think for a long time, maybe I did. Like, it was the only option.
That conflict is there the whole time. He doesn't want to die in the suit, but he can't fully let go of the superhero life. And then he finds something he wasn't looking for in this surrogate family. So I wanted that ending to force his hand. Maybe he had to sacrifice the plasma device to save someone. Maybe the suit gets destroyed to protect the team. Something that makes him pay a real price for the choice. But instead, it just feels like he does both. He's Mecha Man for the final battle, which is cool and I liked it, but then he basically just goes back to his team anyway. It felt a little too clean. He tricks Homeboy, beats the hell out of him, saves his dog, and I just wanted more weight there. Also, this next part is kind of choice dependent, but something I didn't love was Invisigal's ending, which felt a little convoluted. In the last 2 episodes, she lies like 4 times. She lies about keeping the plasma device, runs off on her own suicide side quest, hides that she's the one that blew up Robert's suit, and then the ending reveals she was basically a double agent. At a certain point, I just needed one less betrayal, especially the double agent thing. That part came out of nowhere, and I don't really buy that the team would welcome her back with open arms. The team wanted to crucify her after she went after the plasma device, but then she's welcomed back after it's revealed she was playing both sides. I think it would have worked better if she did one less backstabby weird lie thing in those final episodes. But back to the good stuff. I just want to call out a few smaller things that I really liked. First, when Robert throws his party and everyone shows up with a lamp, that got a surprising number of chuckles out of me. Second, I also really like the variety of superpowers on display. No one feels insanely overpowered, but everyone still looks cool as hell. It feels balanced without being boring, and visually, it's a lot of fun to watch. Third, the music is so fucking good. Like, I'll just hang around after the credits to vibe to it. And lastly, I love that because Robert is basically just a normal dude, you can actually see the toll being a superhero takes on him. He's got tiger scratches and bruises all over his body, and that really sells the idea that this life is grinding him down physically, not just emotionally. As far as other big things I like, the voice acting is one of the things that makes Dispatch genuinely special. The Critical Role team is spectacular here, which is basically a no-brainer if you know who they are. Matt Mercer absolutely kills it as the big bad.
I respect her. Blazer. Real fucking superhero. I know we're in a villain bar, but have some class, you know?
Laura Bailey is Laura Bailey, I don't need to explain that. Travis Willingham is here too, Young Gravy as well. And also that one guy from the Hunger Games is here. He probably took a pay cut, but does a great job as Sonar.
What's up?
Then why are you asking why he keeps screaming?
She was just explaining your, you know what? Never mind. Good shift.
This guy is weird.
As far as gameplay goes, it's nothing crazy, it's fine, it's fun enough, but it doesn't really feel like it impacts the story all that much. I wasn't amazing at it, I wasn't terrible at it either, and I kind of feel like you could fail every call and still mostly get the same story until the final episode. I like the concept of being a dispatcher more than I like how it's integrated into the narrative. Building your team and using their strengths and weaknesses is cool, and that's part of the fun. The puzzles though, the puzzles are kind of whatever. Nothing is hard, and the puzzle design reminds me of those PS4 Spider-Man puzzles. They're a little better than those from what I remember, but they're still not the most entertaining thing to do repeatedly. But yeah, Dispatch is a kick-ass game, or show, or whatever you want to call it, and the biggest compliment I can give it is that I wish I could spend more time with these characters. I love being in this world, and I give Superhero Office Simulator a solid 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and if you want to spend more time with this channel, please like and subscribe. Bye.